Ooh, death. It's a dark and gloomy subject, right? Well, in some respects, yes. Of course, we're talking about the end of our life in this world, the grieving and mourning of our friends and relatives, and the leaving behind of whatever legacies we might have accumulated during our lifetimes. It's all very deep, really. But in another sense, death it's a good thing, you know? In the religion of Islam, we are taught to see death not as the end, per se, but as the beginning of something new. Death is a kind of birth, if you will, because it's a transition between the life of this world and the life of the next. Our awareness, consciousness, and existence do not decrease when we die, but rather increase. Think about the baby in a mother's womb. The baby is kept in a cozy, warm place where it's almost completely dark while they're given their sustenance through their mother, through a tube, who they haven't really met yet. The baby in the womb might see some vague lights and can hear some vague sounds and voices, but it's only when the baby is born that it becomes suddenly aware of this entire new world of existence in the dunya, like the worldly life. Death is similar to that initial birth. Right now, we're in the dark womb of the dunya, being provided our sustenance and, all the rest of it. It's only when we die that we become aware of the whole new, bigger, clearer, and more wonderful existence outside of this world. In the religion of Islam, when we die, we do not automatically go to heaven or hell. Rather, we go to the waiting place, the Barzakh, which is a world of its own. Really, it's wonderful. The believers will be eager for the day of judgment, knowing that they have lived righteous lives and anticipating their even greater rewards hereafter. While the disbelievers will be anxious and full of anguish at the prospect of the day of judgment, knowing that they are, in a sense, even more alive, conscious, and aware than they were before, and that hell awaits them. The Holy Quran states, "The angel of death who is appointed over every one of you will cause you to die, and to your Lord you will all return." The angel of death has been given custodianship over us, and he will certainly cause us to die. Now, we might see this as a gloomy and dark, almost scary fact, but others might see this in a positive light. The angel of death is not evil. He's one of Allah's highest ranking angels, and indeed, he's a friend to us. One very important thing to recognize, whether we are Muslim or non-Muslim, is the fact that every person is going to experience death. It's happening. The Holy Quran states every soul shall taste of death. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. In this verse, we see that the word nafs, which means soul, is the subject of the sentence, the doer, while the word maut, or death, is the passive noun. In other words, it's not death that will come to us, but rather we are who will go to death. Why is this significant? Well, think about it. If Allah had wanted to introduce death as something scary, like a monster, he could have said, "Death shall taste of you." But no, Allah says the opposite. We are the ones who shall taste of death. Death is not necessarily something that will come and get us, but rather something that we will go on to accomplish and attain, inshallah, in the best of ways. Death and life are in fact concepts created by Allah for a grand purpose and design. And what is the purpose of death and life? Well, the Holy Quran states, "It is He who has created death and life to put you to the test and see which of you is most virtuous in your deeds." So, believe, roll up your sleeves and get busy in doing good deeds before you meet your destiny.